Well, I'll tell you, before you say any more, because we are live, I'll tell you in a minute, this is going to be the second map of Broder versus BFF ETF2L Season 14 Premiership Playoff, powered by Twitch and sponsored by Club 3D. VanillaTV bringing you the action with Arx doing the casting and Warden on the stream. CB Badlands, Arx, run us to this first middle.
Right, okay, so kaidus taking an aggressive position up on that train. Soldier is jumping for him. Tech putting so much pressure on kaidus. Just going to ignore that fight for a moment because they are well out of the picture. kaidus actually coming out on top. But in the meantime, actually over on the point, Broder not in a good position here, I'm afraid. But I'll eat my words as bybben comes in with kukkye, takes down Hat. kaidus also goes down. It's a 2 against 2 at the moment. Only Zebbosai alive. He's very, very weak. Trying to deathmatch against a scout. Does finish off one. Now he's up against a soldier. Just having a look to see who that soldier actually is. Not Daleth. CaptainHax is sitting in the house doing nothing. As well, nobody's won this mid fight, so it is still under contention.
Yeah, Tech did a double jump on to the back of the train there, I believe it was, and put Hat under a load of pressure. But Mirelin got taken down in the background. I have to remind me who took him down in a moment. And this mid fight is still going on. It's still early days. No one really wants to give it up. Finally, BFF taking his first mid, and as you said, they seem to be a little bit better here. Just trying to find out who took down Mirelin. I can't even find it. There's too many people, too many kills going on.
CaptainHax. CaptainHax took down Mirelin with a Quake rocket launcher. The original.
The original.
Yeah, well, it's from Quake, isn't it?
Yeah. And it was.
However,
2 points to you, my friend.
Yes, indeed. Right, so now we'll have a look. As they are holding the middle, both teams do have Uber. It's a little bit of a slow it down at the moment. I'm wondering if anyone's going to send an aggressive soldier around to jump, or if they're just going to hope maybe to pressure one of the teams out. At the moment, that one soldier, Zebbosai, just peeking up towards the choke point, but he's got enough experience not to get caught here. He is going, however, for kaidus gets nice damage onto him and doesn't really take anything. Aggressive soldier of Daleth comes in to try and get the medic, doesn't deal any damage to him at all, and that could prompt the Broder push here, and it does look like it's going to do so. Uber's been popped for both teams. BFF holding their ground at the moment. 2 scouts focusing the soldier of Zebbosai, who's gone behind and gets finished off by quad, and Broder having to back out of this point. With Zebbosai down, they might want to push forward, but kaidus under pressure from the scout here. Does take massive shots from Rib as well, and BFF in all kinds of trouble here. Mirelin does go down though. They do still have their 2 scouts, and 2 scouts with no medic alive. They might be able to push forward. And well, Broder ran all the way back into their base for the time being.
Look where Tech is, Arx. Look where Tech is.
Oh wow, sneaky position. He's
oh, he's the other side.
Yeah, he's behind them. He's going to be on mid. He might have a pain train, which might add a ×2 on there, like a scout backcap, which there is, which means are Broder going to come out and be able to contest this? I don't think they're going to be able to get out the doors. Players are trying, but there's just no one who can jump up there with that one soldier and Rib going down. So that means they've got one player sitting behind them at the moment. He's going to want to jump all the way around the spawn and change the forward spawn. He's been spotted by a scout, well read by BeaVerN. BeaVerN actually takes down Tech as he fell back, so they're going to be another player down coming to this last point. We do have bybben opting to run that pyro. Trying to push players back at the moment, doing a good job at the moment. Scouts is running towards the point, shoots one sticky down there. He's tracked by kukkye all the way though. And now BFF making their way in up that top right entrance. Pyro is still alive, trying to do what he can. Excellent play from bybben, takes down Daleth, but he gets annihilated by a sticky from kaidus, and BFF having to back out with just 3 players alive. One soldier waiting up top, he's going to get caught. CaptainHax does get caught, and now it's only kaidus and Hat retreating to middle. BFF. Oh wow, Mirelin drops to a sticky trap from kaidus, but they are still probably going to retake this spire. They've got 1 scout up there. kaidus not jumping just yet, and they're going to retake this, but well, no medic alive.
I was just about to say, fantastic play by Broder. Did everything perfect until Mirelin went down.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, kaidus wouldn't have been able to see those stickies as well, so he just ran back through mid. So I think that was a sticky trap over onto the hole, and wow.
It was just a random debt. I was following the kukkye onto the point, so was it just a random debt?
He might have even just sticky jumped away just to ignore his stickies, and I mean, you could call it luck, you could call it anticipation. Let's give the player the benefit of the doubt and say that he just read that play.
Hey,
as the Uber does come in up top, bybben again opting to run that pyro, doing a great job, deflected so many rockets there, but it's not going to be enough. bybben does get taken down, a lot of pressure over onto Rib behind the point from the scout of quad. Quad very weak, but it's not going to matter against the demo man as he does take him down. 2 players down for Broder at the moment. BFF making their way onto the point. 1 scout sitting on him. Mirelin gets an Uber here, gets the Uber. Uber's his soldier, and he's going to be able to defend against this 1 soldier of Daleth behind the point. point, but it's not over yet because there's still a... Well, I was going to say Daleth actually manages to escape out of that front door, run for his life with that escape plan, but great play from Mirelin there, just managing to hold on to that round, keeping the score 0-0.
Broder are so rock solid on this defence. This is absolutely insane. Great play by bybben again, delaying it as much as possible with that pyro. And then Mirelin again coming massive with 2 Uber swords onto the scout on point. And well, Uber saves the point and massive advantage as well. Building fast. Hat did manage to get away arc, so they still do have a slight advantage as we see Mirelin faking that Uber. Are they going to favour this last bottom entrance point? And here they go. Uber has been triggered early. Soldier goes flying up, blown back down straight away from the pyro. CaptainHax gets caught straight away, and Broder now coming out on the fence. I expect there's going to be a scout on point. Massive stickies coming in and take care of BeaVerN, so 4 players down for BFF. Only kaidus left up now, and let's just see if kaidus pulls something out of the bag again. Nearly does, but Tex comes out. Massive air shot by Tech onto kaidus, and that was actually a wipe for BFF Arcs.
Dodge that, kaidus. Oh my gosh, he jumped in towards that point there and just got a rocket to the face. As now Broder are moving forward now onto this midpoint. And wow, Daleth does get taken down there. 1 soldier down. Broder carrying this momentum forward. They do have a slight Uber advantage, but BFF in full retreat at the moment. 1 soldier down. And wow, we'll have to see if they're going to carry this forward and take this spire. Or are BFF going to come up with some defense?
Hat has been building pretty damn quick. It looks like it's just a soldier up on there at the moment. Scout up there going as well. They're going to come in and try and block. Who is that BFF soldier? Uber's in, comes in from both teams. kaidus managed to be saved by Hat there, and Broder not making the most of it. Both Ribe and Tech very weak. Daleth gets taken down in the background by the scout combination of kukkye and bybben, and well, BFF not wanting to give up, but they need to be careful here. kaidus goes high and wide, very weak. It's going to have to go back and get that med pack. It's going to be disastrous for BFF, but the scout of that quad pistol coming out onto Zebbosai, and bybben and Tech finally taking care of quad and securing that 4th point as we switch over because Beta's lost his voice.
Wow, thanks, because my voice is performing any better in this commentary. Well, at the moment they are going to be able to hold us. BFF hold on to this Broder, sensibly not opting to just rush in there with the players because up against kaidus there, he is great in those small skirmish situations. Sticky left, right click, he is the master. So just having a look now as the Ubers are about to come into play. Broder trying to push in. Oh, Soldier's on the point. Pain train Soldier. I might just add 1 scout also sitting behind. He did get a lot of time, but 2 early casualties as the Uber comes out for BFF as well. Just having a look to see if BFF are sending any players out. It does look like they had 1 scout sort of floating around. Daleth also making some sort of move up the top. Quad actually chasing down bybben there, takes him down, but they're going to have to watch out for this last because there is 1 demo man jumping over onto last. Does get a nice sticky onto CaptainHax, but CaptainHax takes down Rib. Now and wow, Tech running sniper at the moment over at the choke. Long distance rockets just putting pressure on him enough that those scouts weren't getting headshot. Now they have times 6 up there. Pain train Demo man as well sitting up on the point. And
headshot to
sniper
scout
with a nice little headshot there, but luckily he was overhealed. And well, it looks like the score is still 0-0. This has been a 9-minute round so far. Feels actually a bit longer, but this excitement is just never ending at the moment.
Yeah, this has been a pretty damn long round. This is VanillaTV with Arcs and Beta bringing you the ETF2L Season 14 Premiership Playoff between BFF and Broder, powered by Twitch and sponsored by Club Breedy. As we see Tech trying to come out huge with a massive shot and forces that Uber out of Hat. So now Broder will technically have a free Uber and, well, BFF are going to have to fall back Arcs, and here they come.
Yeah, but just have a look. Medic getting bounced around there. He might get caught, actually, and he's going to be in trouble there. Scout's going to surely finish him off. Broder completely overextending there. That was an awful play from them. Realising that BFF had popped their Uber, they counter-popped, but just went in with a soldier and a scout. Great flank work from BFF there as Quad and BeaVerN do take down kukkye and Rib with assisted by Hat the medic, but ×4 now on this midpoint. Just having a look at the spawns. No other player is going to get the spawn. Well, actually, Zebbosai might, because bybben went in just for a split second, but no, Zebbosai didn't get a forward spawn, so only 2 players alive for Broder. BFF surely going to be taking this spire. But where they need to get at least a player out there at the moment, and there's only one scout sitting there. Medic and soldier for Broder coming out onto the balcony, but there's 2 scouts out there. He's not going to be able to do much bar fire a couple of pot shot rockets, as kaidus does jump over onto the balcony just to ensure that he cannot come up. And well, Broder going to be defending their last point with that favoured pyro again.
Yeah, they're going to go all-out defense, and well, they've defended very well so far. Let's see if they can do it again, but with tech down, they will probably prompt the push, and they're Ubering the scouts this time to try and get terror of that pyro, and pyro in big, massive heaps of trouble. Hat gets taken down. Scout on point, another scout on point as well, but it's not going to be enough for Broder to defend. And, well, 1-0 the score finally, 10-minute round, and BFF definitely back in this match tonight, Arx.
Indeed, they feel so much more comfortable. Everybody can see that on this map. And,
the stats are insane, mate. The stats are insane.
Go on, fill us in.
Yeah, well, is it actually quad over 1,500 worth of damage on that first round. So here we go, second round coming at you, and kaidus gets massively juggled in the air. Hat gets taken down as well, so both soldiers of Broder doing all the work from them at the moment, and that is a complete wipe. Oh my gosh, commentator's curse from Beta there, and what a wipe on that mid, and we could be looking at a 10-minute round to a 1-minute 30 round, Arx. And Warden, yeah, I'm sure certainly Warden got all of that on the stream for you as well.
Yeah, well, all you had to do was be anywhere on that mid fight and you just see BFF get crushed. So now 100% Uber versus 25% Uber. Now they are opting to run a heavy and a pyro on the defense, full on defense, which quite simply they need to be doing. As Broder not looking to waste too much time, but just ensuring they've got all of their players in there, and at least some of them overhealed. Rib not being overhealed, but I imagine he's probably going to get the full front of the Uber when he does make a push in, so it's not really going to matter. As well, 50% Uber, 55% Uber. Here we go. Broder making the push in with the 2 scouts up the top right, jumping over onto the point. Trademark push from this pain train soldier comes in as well. An absolute textbook crushing there, just focusing the point, and well, just very neat round, very fast as well.
So 1-1 the score. That was a 1-minute 30 round. Let's see if how kaidus does his rollout this time. Last time it did miss the second sticky, so that he was very delayed, opting for the balcony this time, going for the main choke point, and he actually hit the medic there. I heard a hit onto Mirelin, but it doesn't matter. Uber still beaten, and kaidus could be in trouble here, and Hat goes flying, manages to ride it. In the end, Tech gets Hat down, but 5 players down, and Broder and Zebbosai surely going to go down as well. Doesn't do any more damage, and it's a reverse wipe there. So Broder this time, the first time they've wiped, only saving Grace Arx. We know that Hat went down on that mid fight. It went down early though.
He went down very early. So actually, if they build up quickly here, they might even opt to go for crits. Simply because they know their medics spawned first, or they know they're going to be the same time, and well, Broder aren't going to be running crits, I don't imagine anyway. And no, yeah, they are crits. Running the regular Uber charge. Yep, Hat is indeed running crits, because they just know that the only options that Broder's got is really to run Uber. However, they are going to have to be careful, because if bybben opts to run Pyro again, which it does look like he has done, those crit stickies at point blank range could just be reflected. But I imagine they're probably going to push through that lower door entrance, and the first sticky will get immediately det, blowing that Pyro or heavy up. But if he tries to delay the det over onto the... actually, they've come in through the top right. Crit sticky does cross over. Heavy's down from that. He's still firing them round to the corner. Great sticky as well. Takes down Rib and BFF. Just getting some players on the point. 2-1 is the score. 16 minutes, 14 seconds remaining.
So we've carried over that granary momentum. 2-1 the score in favour of BFF. If you have just joined us, this is the second map. BFF lost out on that first map though. So Broder taking it 5-2 on a CP Granary, and Badlands, well, 2-1 the score. Arx and Beta bringing you the coverage, and Warden on the stream. Let's see how this fourth mid-fight takes place. Broder again, a lot of damage going on to Mirelin on that far left corner, and he is taken down by BeaVerN. BeaVerN causing massive damage as well at the moment, but Broder just cleaning up. kaidus managed to escape out the centre of choke. It's only going to be him left. I imagine he won't do anything silly. He's coming back through house, in fact, and well, he's going to go back to front spawn. Maybe he'll do some peels over the top. No, he won't. He will just go all the way back to that front spawn, and hopefully, well, he switched it up, so yeah.
I'll tell you what though, Mirelin in that mid-fight, although he did get caught and he went down, he healed just the right people, just the right amount. Loads of their players had next to no health, but crucially they were all still alive, which meant they were all dealing damage. Whereas the BFF started to lose individual players, and even though they had full health players, their damage output was a lot lower. As right now over onto this Spire, it's a 3 against 3 scenario. 2 scouts and a medic versus 2 scouts and a medic. Battle of the scatterguns. 1 scout of BeaVerN is taken down. It looks like Quad is tried to rely on his pistol there. Bit of a hopeless choice against these 2 fully overhealed scouts, as Quad does get annihilated. Kaidus coming in to ruin that scattergun party, but no, in fact, Kukkye trying to put a bit of pressure on him. I think that was more forced than anything, because he's not got an escape route, as Kaidus was covering that really well with stickies and pills. But well, they have got a scout over onto the Spire, and they are going to recap that at, well, should I say cap it, just to put them in that advantage, and it was about even, but Broder definitely got the map control here.
Yeah, we're seeing Kaidus just do some stickies on the windows at the back of the point, and as well, just under the sort of, would you say, the canopy, almost, of the last CP. And here we go, Uber has been popped straight away. Both scouts coming onto that sniper and soldier in the back corner. Scout comes down, takes all the stickies, just needs someone else to come down as well now, but there is no one there. A very odd choice, but looking like Broder are happy to recycle, but BFF trying to come out of that lower entrance, and they've managed to sticky Broder back onto that balcony area. They might have to fall out. They're going to have to fall out, Ark. So, great play by BFF.
Oh, CaptainHax
as we see, CaptainHax comes around the left corner. Mirelin taking down Daleth in the background as well. Maybe one of the scouts could have gone last, but bybben
they still
eats
can.
up bybben, and Kaidus in trouble here. Kaidus is in a little bit of trouble. Zebbosai takes care of him, and only 2 players left up for BFF. Quad, very weak, heavy on his own, isolated, looking at that point, expecting someone to come there. But wow, BFF push really failed there, and with Mirelin down, we won't see such a quick play. But wow, the crossbow as well.
Well, Tech trying to go for a hero pick over onto the medic. He wasn't actually that far away, but CaptainHax shuts him down. So yeah, great hold from BFF for the time being. However, and well, actually they do have that Uber advantage, so they're going to be trying to make the most of this. And I think just walking out that intimidation alone is going to work. There's no dodgy spies or anything running for them at the moment, as they do get up onto the Spire. Zebbosai trying his best to hold on to it. Demo of Ribs also gone up against Kaidus, but no, in comes a back cap from bybben, taking the score 2-2, and well, we have a game.
So Kukkye definitely going to be looking for revenge on Hat this time for that crossbow kill. This is the 5th round, 12 minutes remaining. VanillaTV bringing you ETF2L Premiership Season 14 playoff, powered by Twitch and sponsored by Club 3D. Let's see how this round mid-fight takes place. Daleth on that far right-hand corner, going up on top, a double jumped over the back of the train. Mirelin in big trouble, goes flying as well. Scout comes in as well to try and help out, and he manages to escape. Oh my gosh, how did Mirelin manage to do that? He is on about, like, seriously, 15 HP. I have no idea how they managed to escape there. BFF will be kicking themselves after that, Arcs.
Just having a look at Daleth. He's sitting there watching this forward spawn, but he hasn't got the health. He's going to kill himself with the first rocket, and he's not going to kill anything. And in fact, Rib just walks out the door anticipating that someone was there, fires a sticky. It was probably the sticky that he was going to use to jump. But Daleth, he should have just exploded, because there was no chance he had to kill anyone with that much health. As a soldier, you're going to need at least a third of your health, not sort of 25 or 30 or whatever he had. That was absolute nonsense there. But well, it looks like BFF are going to be sitting on their last. They have no Uber, so opting to run that Pyro and Heavy combo again. And well, let's just have a look how Broder take this. It looks like they might see if they can try that double Scout combo in again, but no, Scout and a Soldier are leading the way. Soldier jumps for the point with Pain Train. Stickies eat him up. Medic sitting on the point on his own. Still got a bit of his Uber charge, but he gets taken down. BFF handling it well this time, as the Soldier gets juggled up top, but actually that gives him a bit of height advantage to spam down over on Kaidus. Kaidus gets shut down by Rib. That Soldier still up there of Zebbosai, causing a nuisance. There's so much spam coming on the point. BFF really need a play to respawn, but CaptainHax comes in, takes down Rib, but no, it's not going to be enough. 3-2 is the score. Broder taking that round. Can BFF respawn and take this, well, to 3-3?
Broder just chucked so many players at the point. It turned so many heads, and that allowed Zebbosai to near enough get on that top left corner for free. And quick round, I guess the damage wouldn't be that great, but well, Zebbosai well, Zebbosai looking like he was leading the way, really. And here we go. So this is going to be round 7. Rybe in a little bit of trouble. Soldier him on him on the house. Did I just hear Mirelin get an Uber Saw? I did hear Mirelin get an Uber Saw. So big advantage there. Will they come out and contest this Hux? Surely not.
Can they use it?
Nah,
I don't
too
think
far back.
Yeah, they're not going to be able to use it. In fact, they're thinking that they could go for it. It's only a 25% advantage. And it looks like they want to make a push into middle at the moment. But, I mean, they just don't have the numbers with them at the moment. Bearing in mind that BFF, any of their casualties have the forward respawns. Broder still need to wait for the rest of their players to even get there. So had they have had another mid-fight there, that would have been a horrible decision. But I respect the fact that they walked up to the choke just to have a look that maybe they could intimidate them. Because obviously that Ubersaw would have been called. And some teams would fall out just knowing that they've got a slight Uber advantage.
Yeah, and we're just approaching this just under that 10-minute warning now. Broder quite happy to stick around. One of the soldiers coming behind. No one seems to be taking care of him, opting to go for Quad. Quad manages to catch Rybe there. Mirelin could be in a little bit of trouble here as well. There's no one there to rejoin him. And, well, BeaVerN and At say, thank you, we will eat you up for breakfast. bybben and kukkye, the only ones really there to try and delay, but they're not going to be able to as they try and come out. Kukkye does take down CaptainHax, but with Hat there still, Quad still floating around the point. They're going to find it hard to hold on to this. Quad's free on the point. Zebbosai comes down to block. Quad's still floating around, and wow. So Quad finally does it.
Wow, I was going to say kukkye would have been responsible for that hold there. He just walked in and meat shot both of the soldiers on that push, but then yeah, one of the Quad was sitting over on that point jumping around. Soldier just kind of walked off to try and kill someone else, and Quad gets the cap. So 3-3, that's my prediction. 8 minutes 30 seconds. I need a long stalemate round for my prediction to come true, as we are on to round 7 now. Soldiers both jumping up for Broder onto the far train, whereas BFF sitting in that valley and they're taking a lot of spam damage just down there. But oh wow, Tech and kukkye looks like they're going to fall. Well, yeah, there we go. Both of them do go down. Daleth finishing off kukkye there. But have they had to, well, BFF having to back out for the time being. Just have a look, actually, they're heading there up to their own balcony, so they fell out quite a long time ago. As Broder are going to be taking the initiative on this map so far, and well, scout up on the spire. There is one hidden up there. Quad is actually sitting behind them. He's going to be going for the medic. One shot on him, 2 shots. Can he force out the Uber? At least does manage to do that, but the counter Uber was popped by kaidus. If they had have only just waited, had a little faith in him, then maybe they could have held that Uber advantage and come back out. But crucially, Broder haven't yet capped that spire. One scout is up there on top at the moment. Hat in a bit of trouble here from those long-range rockets. He has got good health though, but ×4 up on there. kaidus does jump down, takes a massive meat shot on the balcony. Scout chasing him down. He falls. Only Quad alive at the moment. Quad trying to do the best, but can he take on the world? He's taken down 1 so far. Does get meat shot. 2 scouts going to be walking into this bottom right, and the score 4-3 in favour of Broder.
Yeah, they tried to contest it. They couldn't. So 7 minutes left now. And all still to play for. BFF will need to win this map to take us to a decider map. And let's see how Rybe manages with his role this time. Looking like he's going to be doing the balcony window stickies. No, he's not. He's gone out the main door. And kaidus already on point. Likes to get early time on point. Both scouts have gone to him. kaidus falls back to that backhand left corner. Again, one of the soldiers coming, double jumping. Daleth, but kaidus and Hat get taken down in the background by a huge Zebbosai. And Mirelin in a little bit of trouble juggling around. Oh my gosh, Mirelin, oh my gosh, that was absolutely amazing. Oh my gosh, Arx, if you saw that.
I did it. Mirelin should be playing scout, if only he had the aim for it. With that kind of movement, just no one can hit you. But then I guess if, you know, movement is the medic, he needs to be able to do it, and he's just showed us a masterclass there in medic escapology. As now BFF forced back onto their last. Broder might try and slow this down a little bit, but they do have that Uber, so maybe a 2-round advantage is exactly what they need, and they'll probably be pushing for this now. Soldier and Demo Man taking the lower route in. Soldier jumps up. Pyro in play of Quad, but Medic's over on the point again. Heavy. Trying to bait it. He's been fired up top. Heavy gets annihilated of BeaVerN. Pyro also goes down. 2 players alive, Hat and CaptainHax, and Broder, flawless victory, pushing it into that last point. 5-3 the score, 5 minutes 41 seconds remaining. Still enough time, but BFF are going to need a miracle.
Let's try and work out if BFF doing something different. They seem to be finding it hard to win these mid-fights now, but following kaidus again, kaidus already coming out of the main door, slightly earlier than Ribe, about the same time to be fair, because Ribe went to the window, but BFF just doing standard, and Broder coming through that valley. One of the soldiers is behind us. Again, it's Daleth, and they've just left him. CaptainHax trying his best as well, and Broder 4 players down, all in quick succession. Only kukkye left, and that is actually a complete wipe for Broder there.
That's what they needed.
Maybe there is enough time. Maybe there is enough time, Arx.
Crucially, though, they've also got enough time on that midpoint as they were pushing in. They've capped that so quickly. Still 6 seconds of respawn times on there, and with that pain train, they are capping this spire out. They don't have a medic, and all of the Broder players spawned at exactly the same time in a synchronized spawn there. But they have, BFF have managed to take over this spire, which just gives them that, well, sort of map control. And Broder actually tech running engineer. Just have a look where he's putting his sentry gun. He's putting it up. It's interesting because that SG, I don't know if it's going to be any. Actually, he'll get that up to level 3 before they decide to make their push in, because, well, they're trying to do that. Just build up that crit, and so kaidus has seen the SG. He will just hopefully be trying to just peek around and take that down. Rib hasn't stickied off that door, which is the door which kaidus would want to get in. I think kaidus only has 2 real options to get down that SG, and actually move the SG back into a different position. But in comes the crits, trying to get the medic, forced out that uber charge, and Broder trying to push forward as much as they can. Pyro's also in play for bybben again. SG just being rebuilt, or was it moved or something? Daleth looks like he wanted to come in that bottom right corner. He did have a little fight against kukkye, takes him down, and he might be on to actually get the last point, but there are stickies sitting on the point from Ribat at the moment as wow, kaidus takes down the SG and Tech the engineer, so 2 players down. BFF making their way, 3 minutes 30 seconds remaining. They need to really get this round on the board. Soldier walks on there with pain train, scout now as well, 1 soldier blocking Zebbosai. Hero job there, but in comes Demo Man. It's not going to be enough. Ribs sitting out really weak in the lower entrance, and 5-4's the score. 3 minutes 17 seconds remaining. It could go to a 5-5 if BFF can carry this momentum.
So here we go then. This could potentially be the last round of this playoff. Let's see if BFF can do it. Anyone going to try something different? Maybe Broder would do their standard approach, and it looks like they are. Again, both demo men roughly there at the same time. One of the soldiers of Broder going all the way around the back. He's going to jump in onto the medic. kaidus and Hack get stuck in the house. They are absolutely destroyed. So not the best start for BFF. Cord and Daleth down as well. BeaVerN also eaten up by a Tech, and well, that was not what BFF needed, and the third map is waving a goodbye to BFF right now.
They are going to need a hero defense here, followed by a push out to mid. Now, are Broder going to slow this down? Again, it's going to be one of those things. I think Broder should just go in for this push. They have the uber advantage, and, well, how many times do you fail these kind of pushes? It's not very many. So if they can get another...
Not if you're Broder.
Yeah, also not if you're Broder, but... If they can get this push in and win this round, then it's GG already. They are advancing in the ETF2L playoffs. But if they stall this out and somehow BFF manage to make a push out, they might be able to carry that momentum. They'll take mid, maybe even Spire if they do a good job of it.
They're going for stall, mate. I reckon they're going for stall.
Maybe just by a minute, but it's kind of prompting some sort of spy play from BFF. They're not opting to run it. They are in turtle mode at the moment. Oh, Soldier's going to get nearly caught. CaptainHax was in so trouble, and actually he might be because he jumped down into the lobby to pick up that health pack, but Rib Stickies were just in the wrong position there. But yeah, they are stalling it out, but BFF are going to now have a shot at this, and I think that Broder should have pushed in with their advantage, because 1 minute 33 seconds is enough time for them to make this push out, but they need to really get it going now. And kaidus, I'm sure he's aware of that. He is making a push forward. They've got to watch out for some sort of back cap play. They do have players up on the Spire. 1 minute 20 seconds remaining. Are BFF just going to gift them this, or are they going to have a valiant attempt to make the push out? Ubers have been popped for both players. Tech is floating around to try and go for a back cap. BFF still with 3 players on last, and there's 1 minute 6 seconds remaining. They need to be pushing out. They need to get something done. With pain trains, they might be able to cap quite fast, but kaidus goes down for the defense. Heavy is making his way in up top. Zebbosai takes down CaptainHax, and it might be too late for BFF now trying to mount a defense. They've only got 2 players alive. Hat's going to have to go huge with Quad. Quad gets taken down, and Broder 6-4 the score. 44 seconds remaining. GGs are exchanged, and they are advancing to the next leg of the playoffs.
So there we go then. So final score tonight. It's going to be a 2-map victory for Broder in this E2F2L Season 14 Premiership Playoff. First map, CP Granary 5-2 the score. And a second map, 6-4 the score on CP Badlands. We have been VanillaTV with Arx and Beta bringing you the lyrics, with Warden bringing you the stream. Shout out to all our fans and check us out on VanillaTV.org, our Facebook and our Twitter as well. We also always appreciate your feedback. Let's just have a look whilst we're here at the final damage stats of that final round. And well, we saw it was basically a complete wipe for BFF. So Zebbosai, bybben and a kukkye all leading the way on that round. And well, the kills, bybben, Tech and kukkye again, Arx, all 3 apiece. And unfortunately, technical problem with the stats beforehand, but we'll get the final stats for you coming up very shortly. And wow, what you expected, Arx?
I'd say yes and no. I think I did expect BFF to come out on top on Badlands before I saw Granary. Having seen Granary, it just didn't look like they were feeling too comfortable with themselves. But they put up a good fight on Badlands, and that map could have gone either way. It just came down to a mid push here, a defense hold there. And, well, Broder were victorious this time, but, well, BFF, it just wasn't their day.
Okay then, my friend, man of the match then, come
on. Well, it's actually a tricky one. In fact, this is a really tricky one, because I could name my contenders to start with. And there's obviously kaidus was performing really, really well as Demoman, but, you know, Demomen do perform well. That's just, they are a one-man army. Zebbosai had an absolutely cracking game as Soldier. He was dealing so much damage also when he went heavy on Granary. He was mowing players down. I think bybben had an awesome game as Scout. His Pyro play as well was really effective. Granary, he was running just superb, completely fearless. Even on Badlands, I saw him going with so much aggression. This is the old bybben back. And then Quad running his pistol, going some hero kills, just tagging with his medic. There's so many really good players in this match. My final choice, I'm giving it to bybben. I'm giving it to bybben.
Giving it to bybben. Wow. Okay. Oh man, it's so hard. I think there's a couple of massive plays tonight. I have to give a shout out to kaidus, obviously doing the damage still. On the losing team tonight.
Are you going with Mirelin?
Oh man, honestly, yeah, actually, yeah. So kaidus doing the damage tonight. Fair play to him. Mirelin, seriously, that like sort of whatever that sort of moonwalk was on that sort of, I don't know, what do you want to call
backwards balk, air strife gliding.
Yeah, what do you want to call the thing? What do you want to call it? Bit of rock. Should we call it the bit of rock on the mid? That sort of like moonwalk. Amazing, probably some of the best movement I've seen since Admiral's, Admirable's demented sort of no movement does the job type of thing. But yeah,
mash keyboard in 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, some good plays by Zebbosai. Massive plays by bybben. I think from Granary, carrying over the consistency into Badlands as well, and especially with his Pyro play, I'm going to have to agree with you and go with bybben, I'm afraid.
Really?
Yeah, well, I know we don't always agree.
bybben gets commentator's choice, unanimous decision.
Yep, that is no favouritism there. It would have been you if you were playing. But yeah, so seriously, well done to bybben. You have won our admiration. And well, so summarise then, if you have just joined us, this is VanillaTV with Arx and Beta. Just about to sign off, I'm afraid. Broder winning tonight on this first set of E2F2L Season 14 playoffs. And Broder coming out on top of 2 maps against BFF, a 5-2 score on Granary, and well, 6-4 the score on Badlands. We thank you for joining us tonight, and we hope you to join us for our second round, which I guess will be Broder versus Crackland, Arx.
That's going to be a cracking game.
We can talk about predictions another time, I guess.
Indeed, indeed.
Yeah,
we'll leave that for when the game starts, yeah.
Yeah, so thank you all for listening and watching. We are just about ready to sign off.
Oh, wait, check out
Go on.
obviously our Twitter, at Arx and Beta.
Yes.
That's us directly. We mentioned the VanillaTV stuff earlier. Now it's time for some self-pimpage.
Does it always work like that? Does it?
No, I don't know. It does this time.
Yeah. So no, seriously though, great team, great games tonight, and I recommend watching the VOD if you have just joined us. But we thank you to Warden for doing the streaming as always, and Airy for providing the stats. All the VanillaTV crew and Arx and Beta signing off. Say goodnight, Arx.
Good night.
Thank you all, and thank you for watching VanillaTV, and check out all our VODs, and we'll see you soon. Good game, guys. Cheers.